Mema o akwa bebio afe no wabeka ye ho a aha DLFM 106.9 o manjuma kasebo na beka ye ho wo Facebook any YouTube DLFM 106.9 na fa wadwenkyere ne so ebra emmebe ma ye bekenka adwenkyere ne so etimi de amount afei kasebo ni mu enkyeremu enin na dom kase a omo ewo mrahye bedwam akasa de afasa ne sese kokobot fo sikasem esifa akọ bokokosa we so mbo modia no mutimi nya sikapuduro bi enu betimi aboa wom na mudwumadie etimi akoso na bra press conference ekoso ewo mrahye bedwam endrada ewo Jefo abosom ne de toso dunkro won fimpimienu ne aduonu nsia ne mu ana chairman edema finance committee no ewo mrahye bedwam a ono ana mrahye bedwani edema boligatanga central Isaac Adongo tuja echiemu se o hwesane kokobot fo niema ekona enkoye kresan se board account no ade a musikasem enkoye na ade a kokobot fo nso betuja echiemu se busumi bia no ade a omonso no ombetimi asie be 5 million Ghana cedis esan so mo atetetete mpenifo no esika so asese no executive management ni senior staff for executive fo no omati musika ne 20% sanso na senior staff fo no omati musika ne 10%. No nka betimi aboa na kabusumi bia no omatimi esie be 5 million Ghana cedis na timi aboa sector no no chirema ade akoko board fo nso tuja echiemu se sasika 20% ne 10% yo mutiti yo masha se dada ye mfimpi mienu ene aduonu num sanso ana mfimpi mienu ne aduonu sia crop ye no omasha se etete edada na Isaac Dongo tuja echiemu se koko board for enye 5 million no ana betimi aboa mo dasa mo pese mudwumadie no etimi kosuye na chese sector ne so no etimi bu adwuma ye dia na muhia be 30 billion Ghana cedis ansa na mudwumadie no etimi akoso na bra wakasa no din sem say edituja.
Speak now. Cocoa Board requires no less than 23 million Ghana cedis to finance its ongoing operations. Looking at being able to raise working capital of over 30 billion Ghana cedis. That 30 billion is not to pay the 60 billion they've left. It is just to make sure that Cocoa Board can do lala sulala. 30 billion. So you cannot understand. 30 billion. Cocoa Board doesn't deal with millions. 30 billion in working capital. Meanwhile, if you look at the accounts of Cocoa Board, you will notice that there's a big hole sitting there that needs to be addressed. The net equity of Cocoa Board is over 20 billion. In other words, is that not the case? And then they say, oh, go and borrow. That's the only thing.
Enwechi ana Isaac Adongo tuja no chemu se omo ayedi kan yi wom mampanin omampani dada na nado danko akufuado na aban so no si etimi som lai pa ni yegu omachim presan se adenti na mobile na chese koko sector no antimi andi dwumaye na niema etimi ayebasa se nti sa omo ayeyi omo ni na ano ye momodin ya ne frɛ wom ene ye som lai oba no wada table ne so na chese yegu achim presan se adenti ana yedi adwuma hyem sana mo antimi anye niye.
When Cocoa Board had 286,000 bales of jute sacks sitting at the port, they only went and cleared 91,000 of them and left the rest at the port. Meanwhile, they also had 75,000 bales of jute sacks. So add that to what is in the port. They had enough to last them another 3-4 years. But just a few days before they left office, they went and contracted and paid 48 million to bring in 80,000 bales of jute sacks. These are reckless people. If it was possible in the days that we were shipping people, these are people that we have to line up and tell cocoa farmers. It is the conduct of these people that denied the government of Ghana the resources to properly take care of you at this point in time. So that we'll give everybody a cage. Cocoa farmers will ship you in tow. Then we will know who is at fault. But these are the type of people because they can sing and dance more than everybody. Sometimes they tend to think that when they tell the same lie many times, it becomes the truth. If Ghanaians were not vigilant, I'm sure one day they would have told us that Psalm 23 has 118 verses.
Eni ya uti ye chairman the ma finance committee no ewo mrashebedwe mono anso ana ye mrashebedwe ni the ma boligatanga central ni din Isaac Adongo. Yentua kasiabone so na yade a nsama betoja echemu se omampani John Dramani Mahama mfimpi mienu ni aduonu nsia state of nation address no yade ode bebe efiada ojefo obosom ne de toso aduonu nso ewo mfimpi mienu ni aduonu nsia ewo mrahebedwam na yade a obi agitum se afibia no oman no ehu behia sa aban ne nso no eba bema state of nation address no watimi atrom se ne niam ekọ ene niam omo pese omo fa entudwane no so no entimi embo oman no nti nsema hodo omampani John Dramani Mahama eba beka ho asem yesikasem eba yapomuden ho nsem sanso na disua ho nsem eba kuayo ho nsem nyina ene mpuntunjuma hodo no koso oman ma eno so no oba beka ho asem no wa kire yen kwan a yebetimi afa so oman no so no ebetimi akonanim na mpuntuo etimi abem na wo hwe article 67 1992 Ghana mamra anima na chese ahuhia se wo so mampani John Dramani Mahama edu afibia na otimi ba monten enem na hyebedwam no begina no ama state of nation address inte mfimpi mienu ni aduonu nsia idie ebeba so efiada ojefo obosome ne de to so aduonu nso ewo mfimpi mienu ene aduonu nsia nimti Ghana for enhye ne so emfa ema wom nti we ne nsema efi omampani akache aba abetodwa. Yentua kasiabone so na just more construction limited for emo ye contractors omo ejuma ewo takrade agona kwanta kwantempone so amobo modern ase ekwan no ombetimi ayenini na pepepe na bibia timi akosoye no makasa echemu so mu di arehoye papa person say yetimemfo ewo honom etimi eto hye omadwuma yefo so ende omutimi abuwom ni na prepra wo ma aya arehusem ye papa na ye safety manager de ma company no Isaac Kwache Asare edi tuja echemu sese kobasa niama we nyina ekoso a na adwumayefo no so mokwa edasa yemu esanse sa wutimi ebu adwumayefo omo ebomodin aso mbetimi awie kwan no ewo ntempa so no na mo obu wo ma na chese adwuma na omo ye ne so no muntimi nya ne ntem to omo momodin aso mbetimi aye bibia fa no magyan no mo ne nsemtwefo etwetwe nkomo ana mo uchemu se emre bi krampo no mo to hye omo so ewo ye biahu sanso ana background mpotem hono ma timemufo ne ebisebisa omo ye adwuma ne se emre sen ana omo de be ye adwuma na ende omo mamu nya no kra na chese omo papa manu so papa ma no ende wo a wunim na wano eden ne de yetimi buwa eprepra na chese no so ha adwen esan so obi o ye adwuma na atimi bu ni prepra na hoden ben ana obenya etimi ato adwuma ne so omo bo omodin ehese ansa na omo be hye dwumedie na se na omo ne eyetimemfo a wono be twetwe nkomo se ne ombe ya ombe kasa na omo so beboa wom na omo dwumedi a omo di ne bibia etimi akosoye ede ama wom nanso asa asem na omo kan ye na nya ade omo no efa na supem a adwuma omo ye ni na yade omo twetwe omo akwa mu omeside na omo wi adwuma ne ntem to omo de to abaye ni so omo mode anye bibi efemfa ho esanse ha adwen na omo chemu krampo na omo di kan ebo apolisifo amane na so sese na nya ade apolisifo atimi ache eyetimam ni bia ono no oka ho abone no etimi ekoso na sasa nyema we ni na etimi ekoso ewo ho no ma ebeside na omo so adwuma na omo ye no matimi anya hoden ana se ni jebi ana ho keka na omo atimi aye adwuma ni to omo momode na omo njai emo obia ento nhye eye omo adwuma ye ni bi so sane be ye omo so no betimi awie kwan no ewo ntempa so omo kasa no omo de nsem sei edituja
incident of attack on one of our employees here. What actually happened was that a pickup of the company and then also a tricycle were both traveling in the same direction towards Agona. Our pickup was in the inner lane and then the tricycle was on the outer lane. All of a sudden, the tricycle maneuvered abruptly in the way of the pickup. So there was a minor bash the tricycle. So it somersaulted. And then, according to eyewitnesses, the community members, some were bystanding here and then others, when nearing the head of the incident, they rushed down. Some were wielding cutlasses in their arms and then they assaulted our workers. Actually, one was seriously injured and he was transported to the hospital for treatment. 2001, 2002, They are numerous. Anyway, but we try our best to also contain our tempers. It affects the project and the progress of work because the workers may be working under fear and panic. So sometimes when it happens like that, every each of the employees may want a way to be saved by the security agencies or by those in authority. So normally they work under fear and panic.
Any ya uti ye a safety manager at the ma a just more construction limited. The dean a Isaac Kwache Asari. Nenuachi and a project manager at the ma a just more construction limited a Johan Prince Kulu. Ekasa anoche mu se eyade anema ekoso nyina no ehadwen na emomomo so ebo mo homodian so mbetimi aye adwumade san sesese no eba earthworks ni na omatimi aye concrete adwuma ni na san so na bridges ahodo ni na no omatimi aye na emomomo srese na kato omoto hye omadwuma yefo ne so no ombetimi ejai.
Scope of works is we are building a dual carriageway from Takoradi to Agona, and then we're also building 4 new bridges. So the current progress of work is that we have completed all our major earthworks, concrete works, culverts, as well as the 4 bridges for the entire project corridor. Our subbase and base is also completed for the entire project corridor. The only work that is outstanding is the 3 kilometers of work that we are currently doing in the towns. The towns that I'm talking about is Apua, Bokro, Ewusiju, and Abuadi. So we have just recently demolished the structures in the 4 towns, so we have started work in the 4 towns. Our progress is going very well, and we are planning to finish the project by middle of this year. So we've had some instances where some of the residents in some of the towns have attacked our workers. The president has paid all our outstanding IPCs, so the project is moving on.
Any ya uti ye a project manager at the Majastmo a construction limited a Johan Priestlu and I would say in Kano Muchemo Mombo Modiano Munjai. So more to a show my Juma ye first and so be a dear Juma Shan is our bomber dear Timia and Netimia Boamino. Nasa would to me at Toshan so ebony prepana a hard drain into Ghana for Numbi and Momodiano Munshan is so beja Sanya Beya in Puntu Juma so no ebetimia so a woman potemu. Yantua kasiabone so ni engineer mu ewon knan ni mantem ha na eye Greater Accra Regional Office e de ma eye National Ambulance Service for e de atoja echemu se edumre bi omutimi nya course achese na da course nkoa anetimi ba na hwehwemu omaye na chese busumi bia no course omutimi nya no ye na da no eye beye 5000 no ha adwen na mo ne samtwofo ekasa ende day eye ogefo bosum ne de toso aduonu ewon fimpimienu ene aduonu nsianimu ana Greater Accra Regional Manager edema eye ambulance service eye Daniel Asare ekasa ana ochemu sese kobasa omusuju medie na omudi no entimi enkoso ye emfa ema wom esan sese wo be from keke na chese onka sempapa bia na so obi nsu gina so pese on frɛ sane ebe ye on betimi aba be fa obi oyare ana so obi awapira na se wugina so na sese bi nsem hunu ana wudi a ha adwen ye ba panto momomode anom ntimi enjai esan se adenti ana obi be frɛ keke osi obi da hanum ntimo mra mefa no afi omo yeso omo kwa na waka chom se eyentro na wo heso fra ebetimi akọ obi nso etimi frost medidi ma men ama me da honum chesema ye hojo ma brenti no momra mefa me nko hospital sane ebe ya doctors fo betimi ahwe me weni na ani hwe hemfa na obi nso gina hon obi nso gina so na obomodin afrese obetimi anya ambulance service fo betimi abeboa no na chese ni nipa bi ana ne dofo bi no ometimi abefa no akwaya sabia obi krati mi frɛ ebisa sɛ adwumayefo ni na obia ewo duty ana weni na enkoye ntigana for emomodin aso mo betimi agya ekoba so mo sudwumade na omudi no entimi enkoso ye ntigana eye ambulance service for esret memfo sɛ unim sɛ frɛ na wo frɛ wom no enye obi na epra na sɛ obi ana etwahwa na obi na yare awo hia so mbeba be fa na kwa ya sabia osremu ala timemfo munjai obi timi fa ni phone keke nani nka no afrega na ambulance service for no di omo rough adenti ana wo se timi basa o man Ghana as a seriousness no ensheda enko yie momomode asemu betimi ajai esan se bi kra na obi so nya emergency a ofre na wugina so na ne obefre number busy sa aden ana se etimi basa enti eye Ghana National Ambulance Service for settlement se sa ne ma na omo ye no momomode an no munjai sa ne be ye omo sudwumedie ebetimi akosu eye Yantoa kasiabone so ni engineer yankoso engineer mo ewo nkran ni mantem hanoma na ye management e de Greater Accra Regional eye hospital e de abetuja echemu se eye ade a obi eto share security officer so no ana na ewo duty ewo honom ene ewo to share no su prepare na opiapia na tuko esunsum na enya asem keto na ye press release no mo de betuja ene fiada eye ogefo bosom ne de to so aduonu ewo mfimpi mienu ene aduonu nsia ni mu ana ya ya sabia no edi tuja no mu chemu se sa eye niama no ekoso ogefo bosom ne de to so eye dun wotwe wo mfimpi mienu ni aduonu nsia ni mu beye numre no nso abapa ho eye sima no aduonu wotwe ewo eye omleba ward ho no ma eye security guard na no wo honom eye abofra bia ono na fe no wanya mfinhia no eye dun wotwe eye fe na eye Gabriel Dimson chese onti ase se woko onene maame ekosa ne be yom betimi akosra obi ewa ya sabia honom no odu honom na chese security guard ne se ye visiting hour no etwemu nti no momodin ase omo betimi assign o mechi no so onti ase adenti ana okacham se visiting hour na twem enu nti no ende obetimi abono ohwa ohwese ne security man eti na ho odi so nti no obetimi abono no mu chema ye suspect yi omo abomodin etimi ede na ma police for ntia police for ensa etimi asonimu no mo de aye report no koma Ghana Police Service for mo ewa Dabraka District Police Command asese na police for etimi achi no mo hwese nhwehwemu ebetimi akoso na niam ahunhia wo so mo ye nyina no betimi aye na ye hospital management for so de atuja echemu se sane maboni se de anya de a omo bepene so kresan se omo ye adwuma wo honom no obia enim de wo ye obia so na adwuma ehye ne nsa no ana wo ye enti so obi be free mountain so aba na chese ye beka se visiting hours na twemu ntimi ma na wo de wo kire so ye timamuni enti na ye den ya obetimi awrem a omo momode ano munjae esan se kobasa na de na che wo bo staff na no so ha adwen chese obi o yawe ono so da ya sabia honom no enya ade o metimi ate o mani etimi dia hwe no esan se wo obu nipa ono hwe yarefo no besi den no wakwa akohwe no nti omo besra omo yawe wa ya sabia no ayo munya to boasem fema wom ene niam enhyehyɛ ye wo aya sabia ho ni no momode ano mudi so mo kire o se eye visiting hours ebono numa emba honom ayesrew enko honom okọ honso ne yesi kwan a enko na enkoko ntokwa anase enkobo staff member bia ewa ya sabia honom na sa statement we eye Juliana Haruna ono anaye head of eye public relation anade ninsa edi share statement na se na bra abofra no edura ya sabia honom oni eye security man no preso no yentie ne ekoso ewo ho
How about this guy? How about this guy? How about this guy?
na chese ne ekoso ewo eye Greater Accra Regional Hospital no oba Facebook ni so a DLFM 106.9 eye kofitela di video no e de atoso na chese security guard ni na da hono ma oje ne ho anje chese eye abrantie yi etimi abona hojo na se di ahode bakokra ni nimu chese we twahwimpo eye areho semti bra beka ye ho e wo Facebook ni so DLFM 106.9 video ni da so enti be share sene eye security guard yi e da hono no obi onu ye security guard na chata brante yetimi abo na waye hojo tese ye peja ne krem peja te memufo ye momode ase ye betimi ahwese niema bi wo hono ma yenye esan so wa hoden sin obi krampo na akọ adwuma mu hono ma ono eye n'adwuma enti bomode ase obedi nhyehyeye ne so abrante a wadi mfisha na ye dun wotwepe security man krampo betimi aye onua pani na krampo sa wo papa ana wakopia na hwefo ma waye hojo aden kra na tememufo yi motesa yantua kasiebone swe Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs eye Ahmed Ibrahim edi abetuja echemu se eye ade an sorry ebeye eye 2000 die omo ewo nkran mantem hanom eye ade omo ye adwuma omon registration bia mu na no so ha adresan say omo so man yimu no ade a ye hwe say ba religious sector na ye betimi atremu ye na mom registrations ahodo ni na wo say nka omutimi fm na okasa ewo mrahye bedwam wukwade etwemu ogefo bosom ni da toso du nwotwe ewo mfimpi mienu ene aduonu nsia ni mu ana Mr Ibrahim edi tudwa ana ochemu say sorry o matimi ahwe ewo nkan pipiri mantem hanom ebeye 2200 mfimpi mienu ni aduonu num ana chesenya ade omo no register ye na sese krampo de bi nso so etimi aba beka ho a omaye omagin senya ade ombe register nti na waso omutimi ehwe sen hyehyɛ ya digital registry system ne de aba no sorry no so betimi akono matimi register san say omo so ebehwe national data ni nyina efa sorry no no chiemu say san hyehyɛ we ebetimi aboa sane ebeyo metimi attrack sorry ahodre no ewo man mu nti wo no onko register ye no ade a system ni betimi ehu sa sorry we enya ade a wafa registration ni mu no so afoi edito metropolitan municipal ene district assemblies for anim say eba Enquires so registration ekoso wo honom na omo anewa ho tumi so mutimi eboa na omo hwe so omo so no ebetimi a register san say be Enquires na bibia ne omo anim ane de beba nti omo fa sa akwanya ne so emfa emboa wom na esan so omo de digital platform oba no so betimi aboa na chese niam ni na timi akototen akoyie ene ntem etimi dia ma wom enya afe na bia wo be nanti akoba bia digital platform no anso wa your registration na bibia etimi aboa na ya registrar general department for so echema ade omudi projection ahodo ni na beba efa oman Ghana asori ahodo anu wom sane ebe ya omo so no ebetimi a record omo data inte ye nkan ni mantem hanom de sorry be ye 2000 enya ade omatimi a register asori no akasa no odin say edituja
Registrar General Department does not publish a single definite number for all churches registered. The regional data and surveys show that thousands of churches are in the country, including about 2,200 churches registered in Greater Accra alone as of 2025, with 98.1% being single-owner operations and the rest affiliated to larger brands of churches. Extrapolating this one nationwide, it certainly states that several thousands of churches are in the country but not officially consolidated. Mr. Speaker, instead of registration count, the Ghana Statistical Service monitors and tracks religious affiliations of the population. The 2021 population and housing census indicate that there are about 71.2% of Ghanaians who identify themselves as Christians, and this spread across Catholic, Protestants, Pentecostal or charismatic churches, and other Christian denominations, confirming the extent of church presence. That's about 31.6% are Pentecostal or charismatic, 18.4% are Protestants, 10% of the population are Catholics, and 11.2% belonging to the other Christian denominations. Mr. Speaker, to ensure the provision of accurate data on churches in the near future, the ministry will establish the following. 1. A formal collaboration with the Registrar General Department and the Office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice to create a data sharing agreement with the Registrar General Department for accessing records of churches registered as companies limited by guarantee.
Eni ya uti ye Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, ana wote in Kenya watchese in sorry beye 2000 no ewo in Krampi mantem hanum de yade omo ye adwuma na emom omo nkoye registration ehia se omo betimi aye. Yentwa kasiabone soni mbonremu ewo Asante Mantemu na assembly members omo akwada so municipal assembly abomodia aka bomu etimi eyi Honorable Ernest Frimpong se ono anenye presiding member etosumienu esan se yade ono anomudi kan eyi no na abato no ekoso eye endra ya wojefo bosomni de etosu eye dunkuno ewa mfimpi mienu ene aduonu nsianim ewa assembly honom eye premises amobo omodin atimi hwe asasumdue so embetimi aka abomu ato abane ye se ne beye omo so ani onyam ebetimi akosro ende eye ade a honorable Ernest Frimpong yin omadi wenua na ye presiding member etimi ede amawo na ya assembly members beye aduonu miensen ni na ato aba no ede ma honorable eye Ernest Frimpong so onto ni dwumedi a wodi ni so esan se eye ade omo wogidie ewo ni mu eye akukudura owo ene se ne modembo esifate no eye ade asomo sanso ema na kwanya ne foforo a obebo ne homodin ye power panti no matimi ama na eye 100% vote se onto aso no nya presiding member emfa ema wom na ye honorable Frimpong no asese omayi no se presiding member sanso no ana na ye presiding member dada assembly members na unso obo ne homodin ye nti no masama na kwanya no so sanso enya presiding eye member ekasa ye editudwa eche mu se eye ade anani aso ewode ne colleagues na ye papa no no agasa mu krampo no osanso eye professional ye classroom teacher so ye churchofo tina chese obo ne homodin ye papa no chiema abaye omato ede amanu no obebo modin aye dwumaden ahwese ne onyam hye so ewo se hye eye kwada so eye assembly ne so ne betimi aba na mpuntu so no etimi aba honom no chiema sa abato ye omato ede amanu enye so omoto ama nipa sa keke na emomo ogitum se ya de omoto ede amakwada so assembly ni nyina onto obebo ne homodin aye dwumaden ahode ewo so odi hyemu ene eye ahokeke wo so di hwedwumedie nimni no bebo modin atimi edin no ne assembly no etwetwe nkomo ana ochemu se eye ade a eye duties ahodo omode bema ninina no behwe se obetimi aye ne ye no wahyemu kina eba ahohyeso ahodo nina eye mpuntundwuma ekoso wo honum nina no obetimi ahwe se ne ebe ye betimi akoso ye se koba se project bi wo hono ma e wo so mo yen na se emre kwa na ekwanya de omatimi awie project na ni na obehwe se ombetimi awie project no entem na omato abano ede amano no obekosoa ayedwuma ede ama wo mesansa assembly fo no ahye na nuonyam ye papa na nani na sonko metimi ato abase ede amano na emomom hwe ne modem ne se ne nani bi wo na dwuma ho ene akontabu ahodo a eno no otimi ede ma ene so mo so no afa akukudo we so etimi asigyinasie sei so mbeyi no so onsanso enye presiding member enfema wom no nani agiye pa no sanso eka wom se eba imabu no adwadifo eye akuafo omo timamufo omo honum nyina no eyade obebo modin ahwe so omo so no betimi aye adwuma ye se kobasa disua ho nsam so ana obehwa mana koya ni nyina wo behwe se maburu no ebenya adwuma ye so ma akwan ebeye ye sa ho ban ba ho nsam nyina betimi akoso ewo kwada so assembly no ni nyina wo behwe no omo susika sem etimi ni anyi akonanim okasa no din sem sei edituja
say Amisha, especially the chief executive, I'm aware of this, and then member of parliament, Professor Kisinyapo, for more support, and then with dedication, because we are the mayor was clear. And no, and I'm so honorable members also, and they or any prepare a carbon, I had the fair, and they are not indeed, the American choosing and corporation, no mere members. How so de ye ba assembly dwumayema ye mfa party assembly ye chief executive amampanyini bo ni di no all honorable members both sides na ma e kan ni bo mu at 100% e de ma e ye honorable chief executive sanity ye ni ditimu ya ni NDC ni NPP ni party ni na ye ka bom ba ko ya ye adwuma ni mze de ho hye Party A, Party B, every NDC was something. M1 father from Full Fire. But father will start on the day. I can assure you, say, the year be a boom, tobacco, so there be a bite. None of our members in the became one boom. And then she said, but my father so many snap on to my family. In terms of education, women's young ones in me. I have promoted women's young women's in me. A share with the demons and I'm so at the environmental and sanitation subcommittee. A very sad father, so long the demons and we should have found into my paper. To never be green, I fear they never care one both as assembly members.
Eni ya uti ye honorable NS Frimpon kwada so assembly for no se presiding member de Emma Wom. Na nuachi an assembly members wonom enso ehye se omobeboa no se ne beya ne dwumadi opeso wodi nani suade hunu nyina no betimi aboa no na timi abemo ewo municipality nim na ye second term omodi ama no ewo no so ne office no onhwe so betimi aye adwumaden ewo nkabo mu ene asomdue mu na mpuntudwuma so no atimi aba aye kwada so na aye tememfo ewo honom so no atimi enya so emfaso na ono omoso ehye ne boss aye kwada so municipal assembly for so ebeboa se ne beye nuonyam shop so nhye na ani mpuntudwuma peso ye ni na no bibia betimi akosuye
Assemblyman and assembly members the welfare assembly to Makwada to every day.
Yes, I'm on the second term. I say assembly and I buy. Say there or Casano worker. Yeah, both MPP and so whatever. They are phone here. I feel I buy a chassis. Yeah, Bako, yeah, require something to and remember why I say you be divided yourself. So, or no, I leader. The man and represents my chief now. He said,
PM. And the school, you my Banman and you must know any fire of Pasua, all the Assembly Bank said the I am called Chief War. A father Pasu be doing money up for now, if it's master of the program now. I may be fine. And I'm a war. So that's over time. There was when the Juma Swan Warrior was signed at Wasu, now PM. Perform for branded. The man 100%. The man 100%. Previously 2 years we channel. They had a commitment level now. There was 2 years was that unity. You put a custom. I need to know the custom is assemblyman and assembly members the welfare. Assembly to Makwada to every day.
yes, I'm on the second term. I say assembly and I buy. Say there or Casano worker. Yeah, both MPP and so.
Eni ya uti ye assembly members omo ewo kwada so ana uti omunken na manibo ye nsem troni Samuel Foribuaten ana difra santimantemu ebesom yen yentoa kasebone so ni enjina mu ewo yenkna ni mantem ha na eyemra hyebedwani de mama Dina Francis Xavier Sosu de atudwa echemu se eyade a wadwen ho se anya krampo ne mfimpim yenu ne aduonu wotwe obetimi ahwe se emebunu beye ohade obema mo adwuma atimi aye na sa enhihye we efa Madina Chamber of Commerce no ka ho se ometimi ahwe na unemployment no ekoso ewo man mu no ometimi abre na se ne beye mebunu no so betimi anya adwuma atimi aye na Dr. Sosu editudwa echemu se yade a omohwe nyuma ahodro eno no ewo Madina ne important mu se ne beye no beboa no omoso dwumadi omopese omudi no etimi akoso nini na ekaye registering of a business omajuma ni no metimi aboa ma register secure ye tax identification numbers nini na etimi aboa wom no omonso afe anomo hye adwuma sinini na no omonso no metimi aboa no metimi amomajuma no etimi akosro de ama won se na ebe omso sikasem ebetimi akosuye sanso na omuchemo mbe yiye ye template ni ye omuso omu ye adwuma hodro ni na no etimi aboa no mdo ma hyedwediem ene dwuma hodro ni na ma ye programs ahodro mbe ye ni na no mdo mu be shem ni omu be ye ewo India ni na no mdo mu be shem se ne be ye omuso no betimi asua eye adwuma ni ye netimi aboa wom na sa program we so ebetimi ahyemu kina se ne be ya eye MOU no ma sign no efa eye Madina Chamber of Commerce and Southern eye Gura Chamber of Commerce and Industry no eno so no betimi ahyemu kina na omo ni o ma sign MOU no eye India eye largest and most eye influential trade institution na chese omo no eye dwumako ahodo omo digwa ye papa no na so ewo India ho no na chese omo ne omo assign MOU no na nipa ono ejina mu assign MOU no ede ma chamber no eye chief executive officer ye Mr. Daniel Nuku Kovin ene eye lawyer Belinda Nake Kwenu ana chese omo timi gina mu etimi assign MOU na ye Dr. Sosu Echema emabunu adwuma omu nya ye no eha ne ye panto bebo modin ya hwese emabunu na wo ono so ne potem no o metimi anya adwuma ye nyuma hodo omu hia ni na no obetimi aboa wom na sa adwuma ni na no omo nso no etimi aye sansa aban no ebo modin ahwese omo so betimi aboa omo ntwen sa aban no be mo sa akwanya no se koba se akwanya bi abasa mu nso ansa ne dwuma mo nso no muntimi ensua.
This is that will begin to scout in now or matching thriving. Now we Chamber of Commerce now yeah both time back and they say bedroom by 2028 you know. Now young businesses are so be from SMEs are any register one any sustainable source of funding in your man. You better bomb now yet me register on money task force bomb Omo money lawyers ebe bo ma ka ma so ya ebe san be bo ya ka asem na ma ni ya bo na omo business no etimi enya fapin na ni enti ye we ni say oba madina hanuma mi o madina job center na oba job center ho so wo hwe ni padodo e ba say ye hwe adwuma e to de bia ye nya adwuma ma omo na edoso na ni amahwa hu ni say ye betimi a solve that problem of youth unemployment and as a problem a chese ebegu ehwejuma omonya no a ebe hia se yebe boa ama yes me peja small businesses ama mo timi enyini aba business akese na yetimi nya say adwuma no na edoso wo man ni mu a say adwuma no ene be fa nkofo ma be yo adwuma because yetimi nya be say 100 businesses here na wo munyini a ebi obe hia accountant o atimi employee accountant any 100 accountant any ebenya so employee bia marketers na onya marketing account na ejuma wa employee almost 200 marketers say manager na ohwehwe na obe employee one manager pra na additional 100 managers enti eyetremo bia ye dey see us say dey beboa ama the main problem of youth unemployment dey be solved by empowering small businesses. You better warm say emrassemble services say you better warm with me ya register ya warm with me ya loan ya register. That is the essence of Chamber of Commerce. And let's intermediate there no and he said Chamber of Commerce are India and abwabwa businesses for ano any investors for ano and omani enya nkitahudie na ye share ano omo from your office and other businessmen or more interest because ya ni say send your mo abaha no media mo business abaha no sa pepe na so before after go yen ya the young businesses be free hanu e di o ma ko sa India ono so we mo bit me understand businesses no and no ni say understand we are no the technology ni baha ni technology transfer obesua no the aba ni dia bebo wo ko India na so o se kobehu no kobehu yetimi nipa bebetimi die sa we enye chako ebi die chako ba ebi timi de bi ye we e friend say fertilizer ena yetimi die nyama bebre ba akanti a ebetimi die aye no ye ni bi ogana ha ti machines ahudu ono okodu India no say na ye di rubber eye say ye di nwie eye say bi bola etwa ehun hia say no say ye timi convert bola into like a bit me convert rubber into tie or bit me convert rubber into coal tar ni nyoma no ya ko hia sa technology na ni e di aba boa Madina any Ghana nyina ti science na ye be share ya yenya different organizations the companies are free India aba any edi sankita hu
shortly you say after this meeting then you say
well after this meeting no nipa do na ye ni omo hia ebi of different businesses ebi aka train say 1% prekope no omo start your business in Ghana ti ya ye be gine mu ama ni aboa na ya lead your normal establishing business because you want no establishing business now your person so for na ebenya chance na be adwuma wo ho no enu ye number 1 number 2 no ebi businesses na be hia say ye be ye further if it's a due diligence dia ma wo ebi person omo to gold ebi person omo ye water treatment on commercial basis enti nneɛma ɛdi akyire deɛ bebree but the whole thing is sɛ madinafo nyinaa ɔmanigi na Ghanafo nyinaa ngyi sɛ dwumadie bɛtumi aboa ama especially saa unemployment issues na ɛwɔ no ɛbɛtumi asi wɔ ano kwan bi sɛ dɛm ase.
Eni ya wuti ye eye mrahye bedwani de mama Dina eye Dr. Francis Xavier Sosu ana wote ninken ewie na menka madwinche ni bi ewo Facebook ne so emfa emamo na we efri eye coach Afrane ana ochema coach Afrane oboase. If Mahama and Ato Forcing cannot pay us the 6,000, they promise they should reduce it. It's not just a yes 6,000 na Oman Penny and a year finance minister ebe show mobono or muntimi chiadi and was say or mutimi etta swebia no motoso dia umbetimi ede amawom. Na ye kofi parliament and so at the about CD or near good news ba kope or share at the free aguna Bobby Kuma apa. Not just send there a Friday dear. Sports for no more kwagye Bismarck edu say meka wasema me nkam ye nipa bonini na nso asemi eda hono ma wasemi timi bomode ana mitimi ka Bismarck baby a obi a michia why maka me de so nim se meka testament kan jem se me nipa bono kakra me nim da fi we me ne me wo fa nhia kwadwo sami bin papa ba ko krampo nya da ye beye bi so ohia papa fi ye ho de a je se bia next year na this year yi dear papa dear me me wafa enya dia ye beye papa ni bi nti sports for no baby am wo bi Nyankopon ka mo ho Monday ye be hia mu e wa hanom na me fenchi akese enso enkoma eye ere kua Hayford ene wa ma me ho aye de Nyankopon hira wonye okese wa wonim se ne ye ne dada ada na me kana kofi wachi wani ehwe mi sei me ne ere kua asem ana meka Tinyakupon ensha pa erekia na kasebonim esemufo eye Miss Mabel Enchin oba so na ne ho afeye papa chese me anya sem ni na ana eka wo monten enti na ono ana saka sebonim edema yen sanso ana Kofi Taylor edeme call Facebook any YouTube ana eye DJs gibin so echinchim efidie ni fruma ede ema men me wo fan so eboa me e wo kasebo demo am yetimi hihye stories ne kama ama mitimi ede bremo na me amede kaseboy ebe somo ende enumren me dia meje so a eye Adjoa Agyei Sikapa me sorry sui na international DJ afiba ede awoson ede bremo efri eye non so a ekwa de kosi eye non do ende ye Friday na chese solokuna ne ba betwi enyi wafidie no emfa free hanom ka eye DJ afiba hono fa awoso no emfa embremo medamase enitia ahenewa
News